at conversion. Only 2 going over.
Radicki.
Samo. Oops. Couldn't hold on to it with that big right hand this time.
Oh, there's numbers.
Swearing goes to the right, and unfortunately they cough it up, and it was advantage over.
Oh, Sean Pittman.
$50-minute mark. Handling errors. 5 by the Americans, 7 by the Australians. And Luke Burgess with a rare opportunity to really get involved in this game.
He's getting plenty of minutes tonight.
Yeah, usually he doesn't get on at all, or if he does, it's only a matter of minutes. 35th Test appearance for the 28-year-old who's heading to France to play his rugby in 2012. Burgess with the put in. Palu gives it to Burgess, and he's having a dart.
Couldn't quite get there, Burgess. Simmons wants to have a go up the front.
Hands are just on, you won't play it. Hands are just on.
Joe Mitchell from a standing start, can't find a way through. And Aki Basuri went low. Now it goes to Barnes. Wants to play it at the other end. Scully, he'll go high with the kick, and a couple of chases coming through. Scully, Palu couldn't control it. Advantage is over as Hawley goes to ground.
Palu's injured in back play.
Yeah, which is not a good sign. He's had a terrible year with the injury, Cliffy Palu.
Oh, he wants to come off too.
And the ball's coming towards him.
Swearing offloads to Scully.
Palu made that tackle. It's too slow because he's injured, sir.
Sean Pittman. Penalty to the USA. And have a look at Cliff Palu in the foreground here.
He knew straight away something was wrong there.
Warren McDonald, the Wallaby doctor, straight out.
Well, he was already injured when he made the tackle. The ref pinged him for not getting out of there quick enough.
It wasn't an easy spot to get out of. It was when he went for that high ball.
What did he injure? Is it a knee? Is it a neck?
No, I think it's his knee. Marto, I saw him grab the knee. He pointed to the knee. He's off. There's something.
It's not the knee, is it?
Hammy. I think it could even be his hamstring. Right down low on the knee. I'll have a chat to Warren McDonald and find out, or one of the staff in a second.
Well, that is unfortunate for Cliff Palu. His first start in Wallaby goals since 2009 against Wales. He's had a terrible time with injury, and now it's come back to haunt him by the look of it.
We're not going to lose too many lineouts now.
No, it'd be interesting to see who goes to the back row. I'd assume Simmons will go into the back row. Vickerman and Sharp will make up locking positions.
Yeah.
So chance here for the USA to get the crowd back on their side. Taking some time throwing in, and it was a shocking line out by the Americans. So snaffle there by the Wallabies, and back it goes to Barnes. And Barnes will find touch up around the 10-metre mark.
The Wallabies have now got 4 2-metre men on the field.
Yeah, they confused themselves then, the Americans, with that line out. There were blokes running everywhere. And then when the call finally came, it was just Sharpie didn't even have to jump.
They didn't have a jumper in the air.
You know, Berrick Barnes knows that. He knows that US are going to struggle at line out time. That's a good one.
It's a 10-metre mark, Australian territory for the USA.
Stay out. Stay inside there. Hey, get out.
He says, gives it to Gaggiano. He goes to ground. Quick recycle out to Malifa. Turning it back on the inside to Sifa. Hughes throws the dummy. They don't fall for it. Good tackle by Vickerman. Lavella.
Yeah, they're trying to get some quick ball there, the US, but USAS was down underneath that last ruck.
I give you the chance to get up after you've gone down. You didn't. You prevented the contest, the counter-rucking.
Just chatting here to the medical staff on the Wallaby bench there. Got some concerns about Cliff Parlow. Said it's not too bad. He was just starting to get a bit tight, so they thought they'd pull him off beforehand. It is a before it got too bad, it is a hamstring that they're concerned about.
So just repeat for everyone, Kurtley Beale came off a minute before half-time, Cave. That was a groin?
That was just a little bit of tightness again in the groin, nothing serious, but just enough to be, to start bothering him, and he felt it tighten up, so just thought before it gets too nasty he'd come off. And Cliff Parlow definitely hurt his hamstring a little bit, but not a massive concern at the moment, so they'll just wait and see how he pulls up.
Fair old contest for the ball. Players everywhere.
And Burgess
No,
can't quite get his hands on it. Goes in digging now.
It's in deep.
Okay, hasn't come. Moore was formed. Scrum down. Turnover ball.
Turnover ball against Australia.
Well, the second half's been going 16 minutes. That's the first thing the USA have had to cheer about.
And aren't they colourful? In the red, white and blue.
Whether we're looking at New Zealand, is it a fancy dress party? Oh no, they've bought a jersey. They've got to be from America.
Well, I reckon 80% of them would have no idea what's going on out there, but they're just here to support USA.
Is that all the Kiwis, Kearns, in the crowd, you mean?
Another Mexican waves doing a lap while the injury's being treated. What an atmosphere. It is a party. I know cameras are trained on the field. There's Rocky Elson, Ben Alexander, Stephen Moore, Will Genia. There's Cliffy Parlow just still being treated and iced up.
Well, I reckon they're underrating what's happened to Cliffy then. He knew straight away something had gone wrong.
Will Genia is still sitting there with a footy in his hands. He loves it.
Touch. Pause. Engage.
US feeding the scrum. Yeah, then number 8 tried to pick again, Gargiano. Wallabies ready for him on that occasion.
Whistle goes.
Do you hear the Wallaby call? He's off his feet. Yeah, mauled.
Luke Burgess has done really well there. Such a great defender as a halfback. It's one of his real strengths. He was in there straight on the ball, straight on Gargiano, held him up, turnover ball. I mean, it's a pretty powerful scrum, isn't it, the Wallaby scrum? They've got every big bloke they could possibly find in that pack, and you'd think they'd have plenty of drive coming from the back five now.
Well, he's a pretty solid bloke, isn't he, Luke Burgess? So he's definitely got the strength to get in there.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Wallaby put in. Penalty goes to Australia.
Leave it go, please.
Who says penalised?
The ball hadn't left the scrum. He's plucked it.
Wallabies looking for another scrum.
Well, they've got the same setup again, Clarkie, that Drew Mitchell scored off. The little number 8, 9 running across field and then runners coming everywhere. Don't be surprised if it goes out the back to Berrick Barnes and he sends it wide to Quade Cooper. They're looking like it's the short play, but they might use the wide one.
Well, Burgess now gives it to Barnes wide they go. Cooper up from fullback, and now for the corner goes Adam Ashley Cooper.
Easy. That's the thing. Cape just described it. They jammed them in the last time, so they were wary on the inside. They go wide. It was a great ball there too from Berwick Barnes. Could have been better, I guess, but it was good enough to Cooper. Cooper looks good at fullback. Well, he plays there in defence. Adam Ashley Cooper didn't have a hand laid on him.
Well, it just creates so many options, doesn't it? Have Barnes and Cooper on the field, both of them good ball players, different style of players, but good ball players. That one could have even been better if it was in front of Cooper, but gee, they did it so well anyway.
On the inside was Drew Mitchell as well as another option for Cooper. If he wanted to go at the defence and flick it inside, Drew Mitchell could have made the kick even easier. Berwick Barnes is having a shot at goal. I'll tell you what, it was Cooper at 10, Barnes at 12. Adam Ashley Cooper was playing at 13 when the Wallabies destroyed the French in November last year. I keep harping on about it, but it certainly looked to me like that was our best attacking unit.
I agree with that, Marto. I think having a ball player at 12 is critical for the Wallabies. You've got to have someone who can, and I know why they're doing it, I know why they need a straight man, they need a foil, but Berwick Barnes can fill that role too.
He takes the ball at the opposition. Plus, he's played 2 seasons with the Brisbane Broncos. He can tackle.
Yep. He can kick goals too, Marto.
Way!
It's over. Great kick from Berwick Barnes. And so it is 41 points to 5. Australia over the USA. Adam Ashley Cooper's 19th Test try, his second at this Rugby World Cup. He also got a 5-pointer against Italy in week 1. Kofi, you might just want to check who is the Australian captain at the moment with
Sharpie?
Genia off.
Be Nathan Sharp, I would figure, has been nominated previously in his life.
So Sharp goes high. Stanfill is on for Hayden Smith, so the New South Wales-born lock from the USA has been replaced. Robbie Deans, Jim Williams, David Nusufura, Patricio Noriega.
One facet of play that has been poor from the Wallabies, I reckon, for a couple of years has been their restarts. Both receiving and taking the kick-off receptions, whether it be 22s or kickoffs, has been pretty poor.
Yes, I agree, Phil. It has been poor. How many times do we see the Wallabies win their own kickoff? It's so rare, yet, you know, the good teams in the world, we saw the All Blacks score off it. The All Blacks have got a number of different kicking options with Dan Carter. The Wallabies only really one, and that's that deep kick just onto the edge of the 22. No other kick has been successful. And Marta, you were right, it is Nathan Sharp out there who's captaining the side now. Leading from the front, Sharpie. Love to see him get his 100 tests.
Yeah, wouldn't that be special?
If he could, such a great guy and a great servant to Australian rugby, a great footballer.
And of course, there's always next year as well, because he's signed to play with the Western Force again in 2012.
Australian scrum. Big tick tonight, Kernsey, or USA just not there?
But USA are not a world power in scrummaging. You know, you wouldn't want to rest your laurels on performance of the USA for how you were going in your scrummaging practice.
Australian defence hasn't been challenged for a while. Here they come through. USAS to Malifa.
And into the midfield, trying to keep it alive. That was the 13, Tyanosa.
Watch this.
From both sides are flying from everyone going off their feet, okay? Both sides are going to go scrum down, white in possession, white ball.
Yeah, I think the good thing about that bit of play from the Wallabies was they were still screaming into that breakdown, despite being ahead by 36 points. They were still willing to have a go. Nice little bit of play from the number 8, Gagiano, to USAS then. Got him over the advantage line. Good pick-up from Malifa. You see him just flying in here, the Wallabies. Didn't quite secure the pill, but at least they had the enthusiasm to still be going despite a good lead and being 60 minutes into the game.
Bit of concern being shown here for one of the Americans, Eddie O'Sullivan, the Irish-born coach on the right of your screen.
Clark, it's important now that the Wallabies go on with the job. 18 minutes left to go.